Hey Aries, welcome back to the channel. I need to share something with you today that honestly gave me chills when these cards came through. I was sitting with your reading, and the energy that came forward was so powerful, so absolute, that I had to take a moment before I could even begin to interpret what I was seeing. This is about divine justice, about cosmic order restoring itself, and about people who thought they could harm you without consequences finally facing what they created. Before we dive in, I just want to say that if you have been feeling like certain people in your life have gotten away with things, if you have been watching individuals who hurt you seemingly prosper while you struggled, this reading is going to bring you some serious clarity. The universe has been working behind the scenes in ways that are about to become very, very visible. So let me shuffle these cards for you and see what Spirit wants you to know right now. All right, Aries. The first card I pulled for you is the Empress, and I have to tell you, this placement is so significant because it is showing me that everything that is about to unfold is rooted in divine feminine energy. This is not aggressive masculine justice coming down like a hammer. This is the universe as mother, as nurturer, as protector, saying enough is enough. The Empress represents abundance, creation, and nurturing. But she also represents fierce protection of what she has created. What I am seeing here is that you have been building something, Aries. Whether that is your life, your business, your emotional well-being, your relationships, you have been in this phase of growth and creation. And there were people around you who saw what you were building and they did not celebrate it. They did not support it. Instead, they actively worked to undermine it, to tear it down, to make you doubt yourself and your path. The Empress energy is telling me that every seed you planted during your hardest times, every moment you chose to keep going when it would have been easier to give up, every time you chose growth over bitterness, those seeds have been taking root, and now they are ready to bloom. But here's what is really powerful about this card in this position. The Empress does not just protect what she creates, she also removes what threatens her garden. She pulls the weeds. She keeps the pests away. And right now, she is looking at your life and identifying everything and everyone that has been choking your growth. I am hearing very clearly that some of you had people in your life who presented themselves as supporters, as friends, maybe even as romantic partners. But behind the scenes, they were actively sabotaging you. They were speaking negatively about you to others. They were celebrating your failures. They were hoping you would not succeed because your success made them feel inadequate. The Empress sees all of this, Aries. Nothing was hidden from divine sight. What is coming through so strongly is that this divine feminine energy has been gathering evidence, if you will. Not in a petty way, but in the way that natural law works. Every action creates a reaction. Every intention puts energy into motion. These people thought they were operating in secret, but energy does not lie. The universe saw every smile they gave you while plotting against you. It noted every time they pretended to care while secretly hoping you would fall. And now the scales are balancing. The second card that came through is Page of Wands, and this is where things start to get really interesting. The Page of Wands is a messenger card, and specifically, it is a messenger bringing news about passionate pursuits, creative endeavors, and bold new beginnings. But in the context of this reading, what I am seeing is that messages are coming to you, Aries. You are going to start receiving information. You are going to start seeing things clearly that were hidden before. Some of you are going to have people reach out to you and tell you things. Someone who is in the same circles as your enemies is going to feel compelled to let you know what was really being said about you. You might see screenshots of conversations. You might overhear something. You might have a dream that shows you the truth. However this information comes, it is going to be eye-opening. And honestly, part of you might not even be surprised because deep down, you already knew something was off. You felt it in your spirit even when you could not prove it. But here is what the Page of Wands is really telling me. This is not just about you receiving information about the past. This is about you receiving confirmation that you can move forward with confidence. When you know who was really for you and who was really against you, you can make decisions from a place of clarity. You can stop second-guessing yourself. You can stop wondering if you were too harsh or too judgmental. You were not. Your intuition was right. The Page of Wands also represents youthful energy and enthusiasm. And I am seeing that once you have this clarity, you are going to feel this renewed sense of excitement about your life. It is like you have been carrying this heavy weight of confusion and doubt, and once that is lifted, you are going to feel so much lighter. You are going to feel ready to pursue your goals with a fresh perspective. The Page of Wands is saying that this is your time to be bold, to be adventurous, to chase what sets your soul on fire without worrying about people who never had your best interests at heart. Now, the third card I pulled is Ten of Swords, and listen, I know this card looks scary. When people see this card, they immediately think of betrayal, of endings, of painful conclusions. And yes, that energy is present here. But what I need you to understand is that this card is not happening to you, Aries. This is happening to the people who came against you. The Ten of Swords represents a complete and total ending. It is the worst possible outcome of a cycle. It is when everything falls apart at once. Your enemies, the people who thought they could harm you without consequences, they are the ones experiencing the Ten of Swords right now. And what I am seeing is that they had multiple warnings. The universe does not just drop divine justice on people without giving them opportunities to change course. They had moments where they could have stopped. They could have chosen differently. They could have made amends. But they did not. They kept going. They doubled down on their negativity. They ignored every red flag, every sign, every gentle nudge from the universe saying, "This is not the path you want to be on." The title of this reading talks about God cutting the heads of snakes. And this is exactly what the Ten of Swords represents. In tarot, swords represent thoughts, communication, and mental energy. 10 swords in the back represents the complete mental and spiritual defeat that comes when someone has been operating from a place of deception and malice. These people built their actions on lies. They built their plans on jealousy and envy, and now that foundation is crumbling completely. What I am hearing very clearly is that some of these individuals are going to experience public humiliation. Things they did in secret are going to come to light. Lies they told are going to be exposed. Schemes they thought were clever are going to backfire spectacularly. The Ten of Swords is not a gentle card, and the energy around it is showing me that this is going to be thorough. This is not a minor setback for these people. This is a complete dismantling of what they tried to build on your downfall, and here is something really important that I am getting. Some of you might feel bad when you see this happening. You might feel guilty or think you should reach out or offer help. Please understand that this is not your responsibility. These are natural consequences of their choices. The universe is not being cruel, it is being just. You did not cause this by wishing harm on anyone. You caused this by choosing to align with your highest good, and when you do that, anything not aligned with your highest good has to fall away. That includes people who meant you harm. The fourth card is Queen of Swords and Aries. This card is you emerging from all of this. The Queen of Swords is one of the most powerful cards in the deck when it comes to clarity, truth, and dignified strength. She has been through things. She has experienced pain and betrayal. But instead of becoming bitter, she became wise. Instead of closing her heart, she sharpened her discernment. She knows how to speak her truth without apology. She knows how to cut through nonsense and get straight to the point. This is who you are becoming through this experience. You are stepping into Queen of Swords energy in a major way. What I am seeing is that you are done playing small. You are done tolerating disrespect. You are done making excuses for people who do not deserve your grace. The Queen of Swords has very clear boundaries and she enforces them without guilt. She does not need to be loud or aggressive about it. She simply states what is acceptable and what is not, and she follows through. I am also seeing that your communication style is going to shift. You are going to find yourself speaking with more authority, more confidence, more precision. People are not going to be able to manipulate you with word games anymore. You are going to see through manipulation tactics immediately. You are going to call out lies calmly and factually. And honestly, this is going to make some people very uncomfortable because they were used to you being softer, more accommodating, more willing to give them the benefit of the doubt. The Queen of Swords also represents someone who has learned to balance their mind and their heart. You are not making decisions based purely on emotion anymore, but you are also not cold or disconnected. You are simply clear. You know what you want. You know what you deserve, and you are no longer willing to settle for less than that. This is such a powerful evolution, Aries, and I am seeing that people around you are going to notice this shift immediately. What is also coming through with the Queen of Swords is that you are going to be sharing your truth. Some of you might write about your experiences. Some of you might speak up about what you went through. And when you do, you are going to inspire so many people who went through similar situations. Your clarity is going to help others find their own clarity. Your strength is going to give others permission to be strong too. The fifth card I drew is Ten of Pentacles, and this is where we start to see the beautiful manifestation of what all this clearing is making room for. The Ten of Pentacles represents ultimate material success, generational wealth, family legacy, and long-term security. This card is telling me that while your enemies are experiencing their Ten of Swords ending, you are building your Ten of Pentacles beginning. Everything those people tried to take from you, everything they tried to block you from receiving, it is all coming to you now multiplied. The Ten of Pentacles is showing me that you are entering a phase of genuine abundance. This is not just about money, although financial blessings are definitely part of this. This is about feeling secure, feeling established, feeling like you finally have solid ground under your feet. What I am seeing very specifically is that some of you are going to receive unexpected financial blessings in the coming months. This might be a job offer with a significantly higher salary. It might be a business opportunity that takes off in ways you did not anticipate. It might be an inheritance or settlement. It might be that investments you made start paying off. However this comes through, the energy is abundant and it is lasting. This is not a quick windfall that disappears. This is sustainable prosperity. The Ten of Pentacles also talks about family and legacy. And I am hearing that some of you are going to be reconciling with family members or building deeper connections with your loved ones. If there was family drama or distance, that is healing. You are creating or strengthening your support system. You are building something that will last beyond your lifetime. This could be literal children and family, or it could be a business, a creative work, or a community that carries your values forward. What is really beautiful about the Ten of Pentacles appearing in this reading is the contrast it creates with the Ten of Swords. While your enemies are experiencing complete collapse, you are experiencing complete fulfillment. This is divine balance in action. This is cosmic justice. They tried to push you down so they could take your place, but instead, they pushed themselves out of alignment while you rose higher than you would have otherwise. The sixth card that came through is Knight of Swords, and wow, the energy shifted when I pulled this one. The Knight of Swords is fast, direct, and unstoppable. This knight charges forward with complete focus and determination. He does not hesitate. He does not second guess. He sees his target and he goes after it with everything he has. What I am seeing here is that divine justice is not slowly unfolding for your enemies. It is coming fast. The Knight of Swords represents swift action, and in this context, it is showing me that things are going to happen quickly. These people who worked against you are going to see consequences much faster than they anticipated. They thought they had more time. They thought they could keep operating the way they were operating. But the Knight of Swords is saying, no, the time is now. I am also seeing that this Knight energy is about truth being revealed with force. There is no gentle disclosure here. The truth is coming out, and it is coming out in a way that cannot be denied or explained away. It is going to be clear, it is going to be undeniable, and it is going to be public enough that the people who need to see it will see it. For you personally, Aries, the Knight of Swords is also showing me that you are going to be moving fast toward your goals. Once you have clarity about who and what to release, you are not going to waste any time. You are going to be making decisions quickly and executing them efficiently. People might be surprised by how fast you are moving, but you are going to be in this flow state where everything just clicks into place. The Knight of Swords can also indicate legal victories for some of you. If you have been dealing with legal matters, contracts, disputes, or anything involving official documentation, this Knight is bringing news of resolution in your favor. Truth and justice are on your side, and that is going to be reflected in the outcomes you receive. The seventh card is Four of Cups, and this one is interesting because it is showing me something about the emotional state of the people who came against you. The Four of Cups represents apathy, disconnection, and missed opportunities. This person is sitting there with 3 cups in front of them, but they are so focused on what they do not have, so consumed by their own dissatisfaction, that they do not even notice the universe offering them a 4th cup, a new opportunity. What I am seeing is that your enemies are stuck in this Four of Cups energy. They are so consumed by jealousy and envy toward you that they cannot see the blessings in their own lives. They have been so focused on what you have, on trying to take from you or diminish you, that they have missed every opportunity the universe gave them to create their own happiness. They were offered chances to grow, to heal, to evolve, and they ignored all of it because they were too busy obsessing over you. This is actually really sad when you think about it. These people could have been building their own dreams. They could have been using their energy to create something beautiful in their own lives. But instead, they wasted all that time and energy on negativity. And now they are sitting in the consequences of that choice, still not understanding that they did this to themselves. The Four of Cups is also telling me that when their downfall happens, when they face the consequences of their actions, They are going to be in denial about it. They are going to blame everyone but themselves. They are going to play the victim. They are going to act like the universe is being unfair to them. But the reality is that they were offered the cup of redemption multiple times, and they refused it every single time. For you, Aries, the Four of Cups is a reminder not to fall into this same trap. Do not become so focused on what happened or who did what that you miss the beautiful new opportunities coming your way. Do not let the past keep you emotionally unavailable to the future. The universe is offering you that fourth cup, that new possibility, and you need to be present enough to receive it. The eighth card I pulled is Nine of Cups, and oh my goodness, this is the wish fulfillment card. This is the card that says your deepest desires are manifesting. The Nine of Cups shows a person sitting contentedly with 9 cups arranged behind them, representing emotional satisfaction, dreams coming true, and getting what you really wanted. Aries, whatever you have been wishing for, whatever you have been quietly hoping would happen, it is coming. The Nine of Cups is one of the most positive cards in the entire deck for manifestation. This is showing me that your emotional wishes, your heart's desires, they are being granted. And what is so beautiful about this is that while your enemies are experiencing their Four of Cups dissatisfaction and their 10 of Swords ending, you are getting your Nine of Cups fulfillment. What I am hearing specifically is that some of you wished for peace, and that is coming. You wish to be free from certain people or situations, and that freedom is manifesting. You wished for love, and genuine love is on its way to you or deepening in your current relationship. You wished for success in your career or business, and that success is unfolding. You wish to feel happy again, to feel like yourself again, and that joy is returning to your life. The Nine of Cups also represents confidence and self-satisfaction. You are going to reach a point where you look at your life and you genuinely feel proud of yourself. You are going to feel fulfilled. You are going to feel like you finally have what you deserve. And that feeling is not dependent on anyone else's approval or anyone else's downfall. This is about you genuinely being happy with who you are and what you have created. I am also seeing that celebrations are coming. This could be literal celebrations like parties, events, or gatherings where you are being honored or recognized. Or it could be personal celebrations, moments where you acknowledge your own growth and progress. Either way, there are reasons to celebrate coming your way, and you should absolutely allow yourself to enjoy them without guilt or worry. The ninth card that came through is Four of Swords, and this one is about necessary rest and recovery. The Four of Swords shows a figure lying in rest, taking time to recuperate after a period of battle or struggle. This card is telling me that after everything you have been through, after all the stress and the chaos and the fighting, you need to rest. What I am seeing is that you have been in survival mode for a long time, Aries. You have been hypervigilant. You have been constantly on guard, trying to protect yourself from attacks you could feel coming but could not always see clearly. You have been fighting battles on multiple fronts, and it has been exhausting. The Four of Swords is saying that you have permission to put down your sword now. You have permission to rest. This is not about being lazy or giving up. This is about strategic recovery. Even the greatest warriors need time to heal between battles. You need time to process everything that has happened. You need time to integrate the lessons you have learned. You need time to let your nervous system settle down and remember what peace feels like. I am hearing that some of you might resist this rest. You might feel like you need to keep pushing, keep moving, keep proving yourself. But the Four of Swords is very clear that rest is not optional if you want to move forward in a sustainable way. If you do not take time to recover now, you are going to burn out. You are going to miss the opportunities coming your way because you will be too depleted to recognize or act on them. The Four of Swords is also about mental rest and contemplation. This is a good time for meditation, for journaling, for quiet reflection. You need to process the information you have received about who people really were. You need to think about what you want to do with your newfound clarity and freedom. You need to envision what you want your next chapter to look like. But you need to do all of this from a place of rest, not from a place of stress or urgency. What is also coming through is that during this rest period, you are going to receive guidance. When you quiet your mind and create space, divine wisdom can come through more clearly. You might have dreams that give you insight. You might have sudden realizations while you are relaxing. You might hear that inner voice with more clarity than ever before. This rest is not passive. It is actually deeply productive in a spiritual sense. The 10th and final card I pulled for you is Five of Cups, And I know this might seem like a downer card to end on, but hear me out because there is an important message here. The Five of Cups shows a figure mourning over 3 spilled cups, while 2 cups remain standing behind them. This card is about loss and grief, but it is also about perspective. What I am seeing is that even though justice is coming, even though you are being vindicated and blessed, there is still a part of you that is grieving. You are grieving the time you lost to these situations. You are grieving the friendships or relationships that you thought were real, but were not. You are grieving the version of yourself that was more innocent, more trusting, before you learned these hard lessons. And Aries, that grief is valid. You are allowed to feel it. The Five of Cups is acknowledging that not everything can be restored or replaced. Some things are truly lost. Some relationships are truly over. Some versions of yourself are gone forever. And it is okay to mourn that. It is okay to stand there and look at those 3 spilled cups and feel sad about what they represented. But here is what the Five of Cups also wants you to see. There are 2 cups still standing behind you. There is still good in your life. There are still blessings to be grateful for. There are still opportunities for connection and love and joy. The figure in the Five of Cups has their back to the standing cups because they are so focused on what was lost. But all they have to do is turn around. All they have to do is shift their perspective, and they will see what remains. This is the invitation for you, Aries. Yes, acknowledge the loss. Yes, process the grief. But do not get stuck there. Do not let the spilled cups define your entire story. Turn around and see what is still standing. Turn around and see what is still possible. I am also hearing that some of the grief you are feeling is actually for the people who came against you. Part of you is sad for them because you can see the waste of it all. You can see how they destroyed themselves over jealousy and negativity, and a part of you wishes they had chosen differently. That compassion speaks to your character, Aries, but remember that you cannot save people from the consequences of their own choices. You can have empathy without taking responsibility for their healing. The Five of Cups is ultimately a card of moving forward despite loss. It is about finding the strength to keep going even when things did not turn out the way you hoped. And I am seeing that you have this strength, Aries. You have always had it. You have been demonstrating it through every challenge you have faced. And now you are being asked to use that strength one more time to shift your focus from what was taken to what remains and what is still coming. So, Aries, let me bring all of these cards together for you. What I am seeing in this reading is a complete story of divine justice and personal transformation. You have been in a situation where people worked against you, where you faced betrayal and sabotage from individuals you thought you could trust. But the Empress energy has been protecting you and your growth this entire time. The Page of Wands is bringing you messages and information that will confirm what you already sensed in your spirit. Your enemies are facing their 10 of Swords complete ending, while you are stepping into Queen of Swords clarity and power. As they fall, you are rising into 10 of Pentacles abundance and generational blessings. The Knight of Swords is bringing swift justice and rapid forward movement in your life. While they sit in 4 of Cups dissatisfaction and denial, you are experiencing 9 of Cups wish fulfillment. The 4 of Swords is giving you permission to rest and recover from this battle. And the 5 of Cups acknowledges your grief while reminding you that there is still so much beauty and possibility in your life. The universe has not forgotten what these people did. Their warnings were ignored. Their opportunities for redemption were rejected. And now they are facing the consequences of their choices. This is not about revenge, Aries. This is about cosmic balance. This is about natural law asserting itself. You did not have to fight this battle yourself. You just had to keep growing, keep building, keep choosing your highest good. And by doing that, you invoke divine protection that is more powerful than anything you could have done in your own strength. I want you to know that you are safe now. The threat is neutralized. The snakes have been identified and removed from your garden. You can breathe. You can relax. You can start enjoying the fruits of everything you planted during those difficult seasons. Your life is about to become so much more peaceful, so much more abundant, so much more aligned with your true purpose. Trust in this process. Trust in divine timing. Trust that everything is unfolding exactly as it should. If this reading resonated with you, I would love to hear about it in the comments. Have you been feeling like justice is finally catching up to people who wronged you? Have you been seeing signs that the universe is clearing space for your blessings to come through? Share your experiences with the community here because your story might be exactly what someone else needs to hear right now. Thank you so much for being here with me today, Aries. I am sending you so much love and light as you move through this powerful transformation. Remember, you are protected, you are guided, and you are deeply loved by the universe. I will see you in the next reading.